Hi, I'm going to be showing you how to customize or make some changes to titles, the fonts, the style, the animation in Video Studio Pro. I'm using X6, but it'll work the same in probably X4, X5, X6, and now I think X7 is out. So I've made a little slideshow just with some random photos I had and then put some transitions in them. First thing you might ask yourself is, here's my title library and nothing's moving. Also, if you look at my effects libraries, nothing is moving there either. Aside from the fact that these little things moving, use a little bit of your computer resources. All the stuff moving around used to drive me crazy, so I stopped them. Not so bad, let's say, go back to my effects library, because the effects have names, and so you can read the name if you want to know what it does. You just hover your cursor over it, and it moves again. Okay? Titles, not so much. You can't tell from the name what they do, so you have to hover your cursor over them and see what they do. How do you make them stop moving? Come up here to Settings, Preferences right at the top, General tab, go down to Media Library Animation and uncheck it. Media Library Animation unchecked, click OK, and then they stop moving. If you want them to move again, of course, go back to Settings, go back to Preferences on the General tab, and recheck mark it. I don't want them to move. Okay, two ways to make titles or captions or any kind of text. First of all, in your title track down here with a T on it, you can use a template from your library which already has an animation, already has a style, how the fonts, how the lettering is set up, etc. Or you can just come down here into the title track and double click it like it says here, double click here to add a title. I'm going to first use one of these, and I like them when they fly in, so I'm going to use this one. I never snug it right up next to the beginning. Okay, I like my, I made this longer while I was practicing. I like my picture to run first a little bit. Whoops. There we go. I like my picture to run first a little bit and then the title to fade into it. It's easier to watch than, boom, the title's right there. Okay, let's see what this title looks like. Let's go over here and run it. Zips in. Okay. Now, Corel, this Video Studio does a cool thing. I've been practicing with it. You probably don't want to look at this rattlesnake. It might creep some people out. But it saves your values and all the fonts and styles and things you used from the last time. That way, if you want to do, let's say you want to put captions on like 10 pictures and you want them to have the same font, the same style, the same animation, everything. That way you can do it from you set it for one picture, then when you go to do it on the second picture, it's the same value, so you don't have to reset up everything. But since I've been practicing, when I click on something, it may not look exactly what it looks like when you click on it for the first time, because I've already set a few things previously, and the values have been saved by the program. But how do we customize this? First, click once on it to highlight it. Or excuse me, click twice on it, and you're going to open the options panel. You'll notice here you can change fonts, etc., and then here are the attributes, which has animations already checked marked and going on along. First of all, I want to put some lettering in here, so I'm just going to call this my, and press enter, slideshow. And then click out of it so I can move it around. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, there we have it. Now, I'm going to double click on it. On the Edit tab, I might want to change this from red to some other color, and I can very easily. But more importantly, see this little empty thing right here? Click on that. Whoa, there you got styles. Styles going, I tell you. And so maybe I want red. Okay, actually I like that style. I just don't like the size, so I'm going to make it a little bigger. And I don't like the fact that it has black in there, so I'm going to change the black to blue or green. There we go. And okay, so that's my slideshow. Also, I want to click there to put it in the middle. This is the alignment. You can put it where you want it to be. I don't know what that does. Oh, grid lines. I don't need grid lines. Now let's go to the Attributes tab. Animations. Okay, the animation on the template is here in the Animations library. Notice, though, a couple of things happened when I clicked on the Attributes tab and animations were highlighted. This button, which is Customize Your Attributes, is highlighted now and active. You can click on it and do things. And your blue pause bar appeared. Notice how it's paused all the way to the end. We don't want it paused all the way to the end because we want it to disappear. So I'm just going to click and drag it around. And now let's see what that does. When I play it now, whoops, sorry I didn't have it at the beginning. When I play it now and preview the title, it flies in, it stays for a while, and then it flies out. Okay? Now, let's see what the Customize does. Notice how it came in from the left, stayed for a while, and went out in the right. You can change that. It can enter from the top, bottom, left, right, or center. It can exit from those same choices. And now pause says user defined, but you can make no pause, which a lot of them are, short, intermediate, long, or like user defined, because I move these things around. Okay, if you make changes, click OK. And basically that's how you would customize your title. And you can run it. It sticks around for people to read, and then it leaves. If you want it longer or shorter, you want to make other changes, just double click on it. Go back to the Attributes tab. Make sure animation is checked. Sometimes you're going to open this Attributes tab and filter will be checked and there'll be nothing going on. And you go, oh no, how do I get to pause? Just come over here and click on animation and everything will be fine for you. Another thing I need to talk to you about in terms of these animations is click the drop down. You have a number of categories here. All of them you can customize in one way or another except moving paths. When you click on any of the moving path animations, you still get a pause bar over here. Look over here into the preview. You still get the blue bar you can click and drag around so that your title displays so people can read it. But you don't get to change the animations because they're set on a moving path. They're going to enter from a specified direction. They're going to exit in a specified direction. So you can't change that on the moving path. But every other kind of animation here has the fact that you can animate it, and it'll be different. Now these are the swing. Let me check one of these. Swing degrees, enter, exit. You can make it clockwise, counterclockwise. So when you click on the Customize button, don't expect to see the same options every time. Different categories of different kinds of animations will let you customize different things. Now, what happens? Let's close the option bar. Let's get rid of this. What happens if I'm going to just click on here, double click up here, I'm going to type my slide show, click out so I can move it. Notice I still have my same font and everything. And I'm going to pick one of these. Let's see, what are the drop animations? Yeah, they're no fun. I like things flying in and flying out. Okay. Actually, I like the moving paths too. I like a lot of them as long as they move for me. Let's see. Let's pick one that's a little more exciting. This one's a little exciting. Let's see what it does. Okay. And let's move this over. Let's run it and see what it does. Ooh, that's cool. And then it disappears. Boy, that one really needs a pause. Okay, click on it again. Click on animation. Uh-oh, you notice it's a moving path, but we have our pause bars. So if you don't see the moving, customize your your animation attributes thing highlighted, don't hit the panic button. Come back here into the preview window and just click and drag out. And don't forget, most of these animations enter and exit, so don't take your path all the way to the end unless, you don't want them to leave ever. And so we're going to do that. We're going to do this. This thing's going to spin in. Click on the project and then preview it. That's a little fast, okay? What I might want to do for this one is make it a little longer. Go back here to animation. I really don't care. I want it to enter nice, I guess. There we go. Click on the project. Preview it. And we won't get a preview because it's at the end. Come back to the beginning. And it swirls in, sets up, swirls out, and they keep on going. Okay, and that's how you can customize your different kinds of text. Like I said, you can put text. It's not just titles. T doesn't stand for title, remember. It stands for text. So I can put captions on all my different photos that I have here. I can animate it to fly in, stay, and fly out. You can just do all kinds of cool things with this program. So and I hope this has been a help for you.